Hi, it's Anika from Living for Later. Got a question for you. Can God trust you to deliver? So this weekend I went to a social event and my intentions was just to go and celebrate the guest of honor, have some good food and great conversation and come home. Well, I went and everything was going as planned, just having an awesome time talking and connecting with different individuals and having some really, really good food. And in the process of me sitting there and eating, the Lord gave me something to share with one of the individuals that I was talking to. And as I'm sitting there talking, it's like in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, we just took a turn. We went from having lighthearted conversation to now this. But I didn't resist. I was obedient and I shared what the Lord gave me to share and went on and enjoyed the rest of the evening. Well, the next morning when I woke up, it was like my thoughts were all over the place. I began to think, how did the person receive what was shared? Did they think that was just my opinion? Did they think I was being judgmental? And on and on and on. And the Holy Spirit just stopped me right in my tracks. And he said, can I trust you to deliver? And that question just really broke me and just brought me to a place of just crying and just, asking the Lord to just help me to not be so concerned with people's response after I share what he has given me. Because if I get wrapped up in their response, sometimes it hinders me from delivering what God has given me to say. And that has happened to me in the past. And I am so committed going forward to just walking in full obedience and delivering what God has given me to say. And I think about a mailman. Listen, when a mailman drops a package off at my house, he's not stopping and wondering how I received the package. He's not even altering what's in the package. He's not saying, oh, this package isn't the best and I don't think that this, I should give it to the person this way. Let me change it around. No, he realizes my job is to deliver what has been given to me by the post office to give to this recipient, right? So it's the same thing with us. When God gives us a message, our job is to deliver. That's it. We can't allow the enemy to play mind games with us and cause us to walk in fear and to sit there and just worry about how it's being received. Because when we do that, that hinders us from delivering what God has given us. And if we deliver it, sometimes the fear of how people are going to receive it can cause us to sometimes filter, right, what God has given us to say. We may change it around a little bit because again, we're concerned about how the person is going to receive it. And God is like, that's none of your business. Your business is to walk in obedience. And sometimes we put our reputation above our obedience to Christ. And I think about the prophets in the Old Testament, like their job was to declare what God had given them, the good news, the bad news, all of it. And God constantly told them, don't be afraid of the people. You share what I have given you. So I just want to encourage you to find yourself in a position of being obedient. Find yourself in a position of saying, God, I will deliver. Yes, I will deliver what you have given me. Here I am in a season of praying and asking God to just expand and to use me in greater ways. And if I am fearful of man, if I am fearful of how what God gives me is received by others, God cannot use me. I'm not usable at that point. And I don't want to get to that place. I'm trying to go to a greater level. I'm not trying to backtrack, if you will. So I just want to encourage you to find yourself being faithful to deliver what God has given you. Don't try to alter it, and don't you find yourself being concerned after the fact and worrying about how people are going to receive it. You deliver, and then you allow God to work on the person's heart. And whether or not they receive what God has given you, That's not your business. That's between them and God. So go ahead and you deliver what God has given you to share. All right, you be blessed.